stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88.
Man.
God damn.
Goddamn is right, man. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, man? What is going on? We are back. We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 205 as we are closing in slowly but surely on year 4 of the Notorious podcast. Yeah, right? Yeah. Year 4.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Year 4. Man, yeah, this is episode 205, man. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for being here, man. If this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday we're on here live after Monday Night Raw with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday at 4 p.m. Central with the news, man. Also, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, that is, will the AEW Dynamite rebrand be a change for the better for AEW, or will it just be a fresh new coat of paint that will only last so long, man? That is episode 186 of Unscripted, man. And if you guys did miss that, that is available for you guys on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday after Notorious Unscripted after Monday Night Raw for Notorious Unscripted. If you guys did miss that, man. Also, if you guys haven't got a chance to pick up some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bondfair.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. And in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man, you got the Chicago flag design, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie inspired design, the base logo design, the Riddler inspired IWC's best kept secret design, the Notorious World Order design, the Grand Slam, Scratch logo, and the only community that matters. All 8 of these beautiful designs are available for you guys live on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfair.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast, man. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very podcast. And as for the other half, my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling, waiting. Got WrestleMania coming up still. That's fun, man. A lot of stuff, and just chilling, waiting, man. Shit's been pretty good. Just chilling. But like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good, man. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat, man? And how is anybody doing in the replay, man? And what about you, bro? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good, man. Just yeah, same stuff, I guess, man. Just kind of waiting on that Mania season, man. A lot of stuff usually that goes on around Mania time is obviously it's usually the whatever year anniversary that we're on with the podcast. So good, busy weeks coming up, good weeks coming up, man. So other than that, dude, nothing much at all, bro. So yeah, that's about it, man. That is about it. But as Durante his ass, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante? Logan, Bell, how the hell are you guys doing? Thank you guys for all being here, man. And how is it going, everybody, man? So whether you're here now, get here later, or part of the replay mafia, how the hell are you guys doing, man? And we got a interesting week of news here today. Not too much going on in the news of wrestling this week, to be honest, man. But we do got a couple interesting stories. We're gonna start you guys off here in a couple seconds, man, with the Vince McMahon, the corporate officers in the Vince case have been revealed. Obviously, we brought to you guys, the whole Vince McMahon stuff. The whole Vince McMahon stuff that is a case we brought to you guys a number of weeks ago on here on the news. Was we pretty much recapped and reviewed kind of all the court documents, the 70 pages of court documents that were to be read through. And through those court documents, they talked about corporate officers. There was corporate officer 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all of them have been revealed. All of their identities have been revealed, man. So we're going to start you guys off with that in a couple seconds, man. We got a lot of news kind of on the Hall of Fame situation. WrestleMania, not WrestleMania 40, but WrestleMania 41. Who put in the bid for that? SummerSlam this year, man. We got news on WWE looking at different start times for their pay-per-views. We got news on CM Punk and Booker T. That's interesting, man. We got news on WWE partnering with an independent promotion.
I've seen that, bro, and it's crazy. Apparently, that ain't the only one of person, that company, sadly, so far.
Yeah, and there has been some people kind of already in the mix of all that stuff, dude. So you fucking absolutely love to see it. We got more updates on Julia, man. We got a pretty decent episode of news here for today, man. Like I said, kind of been, hasn't been the most top-heavy week as we've seen before, but definitely some interesting stories nonetheless, man. So we are going to start you guys off with the corporate officers in the Vince McMahon case. So There has been a report from Tim Marchman, Brandon Thurston, and John Pollock for Front Office Sports yesterday revealed the identities of the corporate officers in the Janelle Grant versus Vince McMahon and WWE sex trafficking lawsuit. Corporate officer number 1, Nick Khan. Corporate officer number 2, Brad Blum. Corporate officer number 3, Stephanie McMahon. And corporate officer number 4, Brian Nurse. Now, you may be asking yourself, what exactly did these people what exactly did these people do? So basically kind of have some more recaps here, I guess. So basically for starters, neither Nick Khan nor Brad Blum are alleged to have participated or known about this abuse of any kind. So we should start with that. So pretty much they were people that okay, here we go. Okay, so the suit claims that Khan and Blum, those who have not been previously named, were instrumental to a scheme with the plaintiff, a woman named Janelle Grant, who is employed in a completely undefined role, except for the understanding that she will remain a sexual slave to be used and trafficked by Vince McMahon. Within the WWE, unlike Vince McMahon and Laurinaitis, the two are not personally accused of sexual misconduct or violence. Rather, the suit claims that they and other officers facilitated and covered up the exploitation in ways that make WWE liable under federal anti-trafficking law. WWE President Nick Khan and COO Brad Blum are the men identified as corporate officers number 1 and 2 in the sex trafficking lawsuit filed in January in federal court in Connecticut against the company, former chairman Vince McMahon and former talent relations executive John Laurinaitis. So, pretty much, man, Nick Khan is being alleged to have known who Janelle Grant was and known about the scheme, as it says in here. Him and Brad Blum have are being accused of knowing about the scheme, but it says in here that they did not participate in any violence or any sexual actions with Mrs. Janelle Grant. And as for Stephanie McMahon, where in the world? Okay. All right. Okay, so Grant Grant says that she attended some of WWE's meetings, something far above her pay grade, and the appropriate of which she asked Khan and Blum about. At one of those meetings, the suit says Stephanie McMahon, who is described as knowing of other instances that Vince McMahon has engaged in inappropriate sexual conduct misconduct motion grant to sit near her. So Stephanie, in this case, I guess, is pretty much the only, thing that is of note of her in these court documents is her obviously knowing about her dad being involved in a bunch of sexual misconduct. As for the last guy, I believe his name. Goddamn, where is he? Brian Nurse. As for Brian Nurse, he was pretty much just the one, from the looks of it, that facilitated her to get the legal role. Okay, so pretty much your cap of this, Nick Khan and Brad Blum are being accused of knowing about this stuff with uh, Vince and Janelle. But like I said, not having any sort of violent or sexual involvement in this. Stephanie's being accused of knowing about her father engaging in sexual conduct, and Brian Nurse is the one who pretty much not facilitated, but helped her, I guess, get the spot in the paralegal role. So, here's the thing about this. I see a lot of people trying to throw them under the bus. And a lot of people definitely have a point when you're talking about I understand people being mad at them for not saying anything, and you could probably be mad at a lot of people in the company for that, and that's okay. That's your right. Because there's absolutely it was ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many people had to have known about this and never said anything just because they didn't want to ruffle any feathers or whatever the case is. But I guarantee you a lot of people did not, because from the looks of it, if you continue to read this article, pretty much all these people kind of had a idea of was that Vince was involved romantically with her. It doesn't really say anything. It doesn't really say anything about them. I mean, like it says with Nick Khan and what was it, Brad Blum, they really didn't have a clue about the kind of violence and that kind of stuff that she was being sex trafficked of. Pretty much all it says with them is that they knew that Vince McMahon was involved with her, but nobody knew the extent of what was actually going on here up until this point. Now, could they have known about it and it might just be revealed at a later date? Very much so. But up until this point, all we know is that. But it looks like those are the 4 corporate officers, and those are the people that had a clue. But I would definitely be willing to bet that none of them knew to the extent on what kind of was going on there, other than Vince just being romantically involved with her. So they thought.
Exactly, man, exactly. Isn't the other guy the COO? Isn't that his
Yes,
job
Brad
or
Blum. He's the
okay,
COO.
the CEO. Okay. Um, yeah, man, I mean, probably hard not to. I mean, they probably see the expenses. They probably see where a lot of those expenses were going. Um, so I think obviously at some point they would have found out. And I mean, sh- everyone could say they should have done something. And in a way, that's always valid. But uh, you know, not everybody thinks like that. And a lot of people in those positions of power, they just look away. They're getting paid. They don't, it's not that they might not care, but they just look away because at the end of the day, that's their job. If any one of them would have said something, it would have been over with for them. Not defending that they didn't say nothing, but you all know how it goes with companies like that and people that run companies like Vince McMahon. But and it's horrible to see about how that happens. And obviously, it like you said, it could always be revealed that they didn't know, details down the line. But as of from what we know so far, they knew that it was happening. They didn't know to the extent what was happening, man. And that just sucks, man. They every corporate officer that was named was revealed, and it just goes. It lets us see the case looking back at it even better. And I think that's what's going to constantly happen with this, where in a couple months more information is revealed.
In a couple of months, more
Yeah.
information is revealed. God damn it. Fucking hell. I have no clue. Um, Probably in a couple of months, more information will be revealed, and we'll know more details that we didn't know right now. I think that's going to be a constant with this situation, man. So, I think there's going to be a case that's going to be going on for a long time.
Definitely, man, definitely, and like I said, man, and I see Bell saying it in the comments. I do definitely believe people knew that he was romantically involved with Janelle, and like it says here with Nick Khan and Brad Blum at least, they were instrumental in the scheme to her employment, except for the understanding that she remained a sexual slave and was trafficked by Vince McMahon. So what I kind of believe happened there
Yeah.
was Vince was like, hey, I'm dating this girl or whatever the case is. Can you elevate her in the company? Which obviously, they took
Yeah.
that and were like, oh, all right, okay, gonna
Okay.
obviously help out Vince. It's his company. So, okay, we'll, move her up the ladder. So, Brian Nurse, Nick Khan, and Brad Blum pretty much were instrumental in her, moving up the company. And like it also says in this article, being involved in just company meetings that she was just not that were not in her pay grade. She did not need to be there. She was,
Hmm.
a lower end. I believe she started out as a coordinator of some sort, and then obviously she moved all the way up to the legal department. So I do believe they knew in that aspect, but like I said, I don't really think, or like Bell says too, I don't really think that really anybody knew about the details that would come. And then Stephanie McMahon, like I said, is obviously just being accused here of knowing that her dad is involved in sexual conduct, and people knew about that for years. That's nothing new.
Hmm.
That's nothing new. I'm sure it's something Stephanie's not proud of. That's probably another huge part of the reason why she left the company in the first place, was because she was just tired of the bullshit. She probably knew shit was going to hit the fan with this Janelle Grant situation. And yeah, but I mean, even at that, dude, Stephanie's not been one to uh, there was that whole thing with the Ashley Massaro case of, Stephanie McMahon giving her, that turned out to be a whole mess anyway, because Ashley's best friend came out and said a bunch of stuff about Stephanie McMahon. Then Ashley's kids came out and said that the best friend was like a horrible human being to them ever since they're like a couple of years before their mom passed. That turned out to be a big situation. So I guess nobody really knows what's true. And I guess how
No.
Stephanie is in this situation, but unfortunately, I would not be shocked, because at the end of the day, and I know it's crazy to think, because he's done a lot of horrible things, but at the end of the day, man, I know some people might not want to hear this, but at the end of the day, that is her dad, and she probably is gonna go to bat for her dad, whether he's in the right or wrong. And I think she knows he's in the wrong, but it's just that factor of that's her dad. And everybody could play armchair quarterback and say, well, Steph needs to do this and Steph needs to do this. I couldn't imagine what it would be like being in that situation where, God bless my pops. You guys know my pops, but I couldn't be that situation. I could never be in that situation of that person being my dad. So it's not an easy situation to be in. But unfortunately, a lot of times whether he's in the right or wrong, she's probably going to go to bat for her dad. And not go to bat for him necessarily, but like, she's gonna put up with his flaws and
Yeah.
his situations because it's her dad. She might not agree with it. She probably fucking knows he's a fucking piece of shit, but it's just the fact that he's her dad.
Hmm.
Probably, changes it a little bit from her perspective. And
Yeah.
I can't speak on what it's like to be in that situation because I could not imagine what it's like to be in her situation. So it is something that
No.
sucks. And how these names got out, a lot of people are speculating that Vince McMahon threw people under the bus. Whether that is the case or not, we don't know yet. But very well could have been. It very well could have been, because we all know Vince is that dude. Vince is that dude where if
Oh,
he's
he's
getting
going
in
down.
trouble,
He's taking it.
yes,
Hmm.
exactly. If he's starting to burn, he's pulling everybody in the fucking fire with him.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Vince is just that type of person. He's going down. Everybody around him's going down too.
Definitely. Definitely. So, yeah, that's the news, man. That's the news. So the four corporate officers again, number 1, Nick Khan, number 2, Brad Blum, number 3, Stephanie McMahon, number 4, Brian Nurse. So those are the 4 corporate officers in this whole Vince McMahon case, man. All right, man. More news on some returns in the wrestling world. Brock Lesnar. Man.
Fans.
Well, wait till
What
you
a bunch
fucking
of
hear
idiots.
this. Yeah, fans and Brian Alvarez. Usually Alvarez is a little better than Dave, bro, but I don't know what the fuck he was talking about here, bro.
I
According to...
think I think I've seen the last couple of times. It wasn't this story. It was also another story that fucking Alvarez completely fucked up on, and was like totally wrong. I think it was like the Mercedes debut or something. He like said something about the ratings. I know he gave something wrong recently.
Definitely. Definitely, man. It's nothing new in the wrestling world. And I
Yeah,
seen so many people calling this article out, and it made me laugh because we call this shit out on the weekly. Like,
every yeah.
literally, like, we are the very best in the IWC for calling out dirt sheets when they sound unbelievable, because that's exactly what it is.
like
And people take those stories and they run with them like all that Mania and Rumble spoilers. Remember that Gunther's gonna win the
oh,
Rumble and this and that. We knew it was bullshit, and what happened? The fucking reporter himself came out
and
the next day and we're like, yeah, they fed me some shit.
that's always they fed me the wrong information. You can't be mad at me. I just report what I get. And if you get some bullshit, why are you reporting it? Every week
Literally.
we ask that question.
Like, do yourself as a reporter not go through quality control? It really always goes back to what we talk about. Everybody wants to be first and be right second instead of being right the first time they get it. You know what I mean? They'd rather just
Mhm.
put something out there to get something out there, and who gives a fuck if it's right, if it's wrong, if it's this, if it's that. You know how it is. But anyways, this one is another laughable
Anytime
one.
if me and you look for news and we got a news piece, we're like, okay, we're gonna use this, and then we looked at it's fucking the source was fucking Ringside News, and every time we're like, okay, so we could just scrap that one. And
Yep.
guess what? All those stories from Ringside we ever scrapped never came back as a real story.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
it's not that hard to fucking do that.
Ever since they because once upon a time, couple years back, like when we first started, Ringside News was like a decent source. Like,
It
they
was
would
okay.
actually get stuff
Yeah.
right. Then obviously all that stuff happened with Steve Carrier, and and nobody fed him correct stuff anymore after that. Literally after those, after his first couple of outbursts, people stopped giving him, news, because before he would report things and get things correct. Like when he was trying to do good work, he could do good work. Those couple outbursts happen, and it almost seemed like nobody ever gave him a fucking reputable story ever again. And that's what happens. That's what happens. You are in dude, you are in sports media, bro. Can you fucking conduct yourself with a little bit of professionalism, please?
Not that awkward.
Seriously. And after that, nobody ever fed him stuff again. So we would hear about stories, through the week, and as we're reviewing them to put them on our run sheet to discuss and, chat about with you guys, we would see ringside news and scrap it because it's ringside news. And again, fucking couple, like I said, a couple times after his outbursts, you could just fucking smell the fucking bullshit off of those reports. Like, dude, this is not. First of all, this is by Ringside News, and second of all, this makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So, it is what it is, man. But according to Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live, recent developments indicate a potential return for Brock Lesnar to return to WWE. While Lesnar had notably been absent from various WWE platforms, including games and creative plans, Alvarez said that there have been moves to bring Brock Lesnar back to the company. He says, in the last few days, there have been moves regarding Brock Lesnar. If you listen to the show last night with Dave, everything we talked about is accurate, other than the roster page. There are movements to bring him back. So, that's the first part. The second part is the absolutely hilarious part. Then he goes on to say, I should add, regarding Brock, I'm not saying he's going to be back. I have no idea if he's going to be back. I wouldn't bring him back. I can tell you that there have been inquiries made, and what that means, we will have to wait and see. It seems like a bad idea to me, put it that way. Okay, so let's rewind. He says this, and I quote, God, there are movements to bring him back. Okay? That's the end of the first part. Then he goes on to say, I'm not saying he's gonna be back. So there was movements to bring him back, but he's not coming back. So why the fuck would there be movements to bring him back? What fucking sense does that make? Listen to yourself.
He literally contradicted himself 3 times. He said there's a possibility of talks to him coming back. Then he said he never said that. He was like, there is inquiry, so there is. So you said no, there's not, and then the next sentence you said there are inquiries, but so there is.
I'm not saying he's gonna be back. I have no idea if he's gonna be back. And then he goes on to say, I can tell you there have been inquiries made to bring him back. What? What?
Like, you're running in fucking circles.
Dude, what the fuck? I mean, huh? How do you even decipher that? He literally contradicted himself 3 times in the same quote. He's coming back. He's not coming back. He's coming back. What?
Like, and I like how he asked to add in there multiple times that he doesn't think it's a good idea to do so, just so he doesn't look like he wants him back.
Oh yeah,
like,
literally.
Like, he's trying so hard to look like a good person. Like, bro, that's what I think the opinion most people share right now is we don't need him back.
Yeah,
at all right now. We're good.
Yeah, and you know it's honestly, bro. I mean, obviously the Vince McMahon stuff has something to do with it, and it's but like at the end of the day, dude, even if this stuff didn't happen, there was really only one thing that Brock had left. If I'm being 100% honest, dude, like after a Gunther match, what exactly is there for Brock Lesnar to do after that? Because, and here's the thing, if we don't get Brock back, then we don't get Brock back because at the end of the day, Gunther doesn't look like any less of a superstar because he
Literally.
didn't beat Brock. Like, he's been on the upward trajectory in his career, so it's like he doesn't need Brock to catapult him to the next level. And let's be honest, the getting put over by Brock doesn't really mean as much as it did 6-7 years ago. You know, in 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, you know, those years, those 4 years, if you beat Brock, that was almost like the ultimate honor of fucking beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, who doesn't beat Brock? Bobby Lashley beat
It's not
Brock. Cody beat Brock. Everybody fucking beat Brock.
beat Brock. Like everybody, he's not special no more. So like you said, even without the stuff he did, who wants him back anyway? What's the point of it? You know what I mean? So but I just thought that was hilarious. I'm constantly trying to, look like a great person by throwing that in there so many times at that second part. But completely contradict himself literally multiple times in the same sentence. That's wrestling journalism for you. It's encompasses what wrestling journalism is.
I cannot stress enough, bro. I cannot fucking stress enough. And I always compare it to basketball and football media because those are forms of media that I'm familiar with. Could you fucking imagine? Honestly, could you imagine Woj saying Kevin Durant has been traded to the Phoenix Suns? I'm not saying he's going to the Phoenix Suns, but there's been inquiries made about him going to the Phoenix Suns, so he's going to the Phoenix Suns. No, he comes out and he says Kevin Durant has been traded to the Phoenix Suns, blah, blah, blah. At most, you'll hear, obviously you hear about discussion or you hear about trade offers. That always doesn't mean a trade went through, but blah, blah, blah. Brooklyn sent this guy, and a second round pick for this guy and 2 first round picks. We'll have to wait and see what Phoenix says. That is normal because that's a trade offer, but these people talk as if, like he says here, there's been inquiries made for Brock to come back. And then he says he's not coming back. Then he says he is. Again, to put it in what I just said, to put that into sports terms, Kevin Durant's being traded to the Phoenix Suns. He's not going to the Phoenix Suns, but he's being traded there. Huh?
Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, ugh, I don't understand, dude. That's wrestling journalism for you. They constantly contradict themselves, and they just always love throwing in those bullshit excuses of, I post what they give me. Not everything is guaranteed. All the generic ones they throw out there to save their ass. But like, bro, no one respects any of you guys or your word of mouth. At this point, the only one that I fucking understood and believed most of the word of their mouth just got caught. So that one's out the fucking window.
Man.
So now we're stuck with fucking like, dude,
Rip Boozer.
Boozer. They
God
really
damn it.
caught, bro. That is wild. They really caught that fucking guy. One of the members of the Arabic commentary team got revealed. He was Boozer, and they got his ass. Oh man.
Man.
God damn. It was Twitter that caught him too. I'd be so pissed, bro.
What a
Considering the
fucking
fight.
Well, I guess we know what Sting's been doing, bro. I guess Triple H has been having bro in the rafters, fucking with some binoculars, looking down to see who's playing around on Twitter on their phone, man. It's been a member of the Arabic announce team, bro. What the fuck?
It's weird. That shit was wild, man. But now we're stuck with fucking Meltzer, who can't form a sentence to save his life, and Brian Alvarez, who maybe he has dyslexia, and he's just switching his words because he switches his words every 2 seconds. So,
Also true.
these are the fucking people we're stuck getting our news from now on, and God, they all blow.
Yeah, literally. I can't even remember. Another reporter I genuinely respect is the guy. I cannot remember his name. He was the guy with Sports Illustrated. I think it started with a J. The guy that came out and admitted and apologized about feeding bullshit through Sports Illustrated. He's probably about the only
Yep.
one.
Literally.
But but even at that just lets you know that they feed Sports Illustrated bullshit. I just respect the reporter himself. I can't remember his name, but I do respect him for doing that, bro.
I
But
remember.
and the best part, the very best part today, as of 7 hours ago, the Wrestling Observer reports that a WWE source claims that there is no movement at all right now to bring Brock Lesnar back as a performer.
All that contradicting he did to just be wrong in the first place.
So you said a WWE source claims. So who did you talk to the first time?
Like, bro.
Yes, Justin Barrasso. That I was thinking of. I don't know. I was thinking of John Alba, but I didn't want to say his name because I felt like it was wrong. It was Justin Barrasso. That's the guy from Sports Illustrated. Thank you for the assist, Bill. You're the best. Yes. So if you say a WWE source claims this time, as of 7 hours ago, a WWE source claims, who the fuck did you talk to a couple days ago when you said there was movements to bring him back? Huh?
Who the fuck was that? Was that the same person? Was that somebody else? Was that a different member? Or were you talking to Corey Graves here? What the fuck's going
You
on?
talking to Boozer? You talking to fucking Maya Lesnar's classmates? Who the fuck are you talking to? Come on, man.
Literally, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, God. So, I guess that seals the deal on the Brock Lesnar situation, man. Brock is not coming back as of this point. And like I said, man, even without the Vince stuff, there was really only one thing everybody and anybody wanted to see Brock Lesnar back for, and that was a match with Gunther. And if that match doesn't happen, it's not going to make Gunther any less of a performer if he doesn't get the Lesnar rub, because I don't even really know what the Lesnar rub is anymore. Like I said, everybody beats Brock nowadays.
Literally, everybody fucking beats Brock.
Yeah, so how special is, Gunther beating Brock?
It
It's...
could have been Booker T. Bell. You're right.
Yeah, it very well could have been, man. It could have been Booker T, man. Well,
Very well.
speaking of Booker T, Booker T revealed on his podcast that he almost had an altercation with CM Punk during his visit to NXT this week. He did not give any more details. He says his co-host asked him, "Did you see CM Punk this week at the NXT tapings?" Booker said, "I did see Punk. I almost had a small run-in with Punk. The internet may want to pick that up, but I won't give any more details because I don't want anyone to pick it up and run with it. But we almost got into it at the NXT tapings."
Dog. Why would you say, you're just gonna run with stuff, and you say it anyway, and you don't elaborate? If you don't elaborate, they're gonna say it even worse. Like, that's another thing that none of these wrestlers understand. Withholding information makes people want to know more. So you get pissed when people want to know more. So don't tell anybody at all, or just tell us the full thing.
And
No in
then
between.
with that, it leads to people putting out fake shit, and then they get mad at that. Dude,
Exactly. Oh, you thing.
if you didn't want to say anything, bro, you could have just said, "Yeah, I saw him yesterday. It was nice to see him." You didn't even have to say that part. You could have just said, "Yeah, I saw Punk yesterday. I seen him there." That was it.
Use that tapings. That's all it takes.
Or if you wanted to elaborate and quickly put it to bed, just be like, "Yeah, I seen CM Punk. You know, we may have had a small disagreement, but nothing serious." Boom.
Yeah. They just said, if someone ever tries to report that we were arguing, we had a little disagreement, ain't nothing serious. So you guys don't gotta worry. It's that simple. You don't gotta fucking make a mystery around it that makes people talk about it.
Yeah, we had a disagreement. He ended up calling me an empty-headed dumb fuck, and then he walked off. I went to go hang out with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. That was it. Nothing serious. He just told me he was hurt and old and fucking tired, and he's fucking tired of working with fucking children and whatever he's got going on.
Sick and tired of working with empty-headed, dumb fucks. But he's doing good, man. Like, it's something that all these fucking wrestlers do. The other day, a wrestler can sprain their ankle, and they got to be put off TV to heal, and they'll never speak about it. And people wonder, hey, where's Blank at? Well, you guys don't need to know. What do you mean we don't need to know? We watch you on television. Of course we're going to be curious why you're not here, so just say it. It's no harm in it. I get if it's an actual personal issue. And most time, once they say, I'm dealing with a personal issue, I really don't want to, talk about it now. Everybody shuts up, nobody asks. Because, we're all normal people. Dude, these wrestlers do not help themselves when it comes to the, reaction to fans and whatnot.
Yeah, they pay attention. For the fans that act like normal people, like, us, and they say, it's a personal issue, and we say, okay, understandable, and move on with our day, they focus on the fans that constantly ask about the shit, and they harp on those fans, and they take all wrestling fans for ones like those, and it's not fair to regular fucking wrestling fans that are actually people, but, it's almost like, put it in terms like this. So, back in the first couple of seasons, I haven't watched it at all in maybe 10 years. I don't even know when it started. But for example, The Walking Dead, right? I was going to use Twisted Metal, but I know not everybody watches Twisted Metal. So The Walking Dead, right? Very popular. Rick Grimes ends up in the middle of filming, having to go away for a personal issue, right? And he has to stop filming. Filming's got to continue. So let's say they take him out of the episodes. They maybe do a small little write-off angle or whatever. He's not on the episodes for he's not on 5 episodes straight. You don't think people are going to ask, where the fuck is Rick Grimes?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Obviously.
Yeah, same situation here. It's like, we're fans of this product. Of course, we're going to be curious as to where certain people are. I constantly fucking ask myself, where the fuck is Stu Grayson? Where the fuck is this guy? Where the fuck is that? Where the fuck is Dexter Loomis? Where the fuck have the Creed brothers been?
I do it, AEW more often than WWE, but, you always ask, bro, where are these people at? And because you get curious because you like to watch them, and you're not here, so you're wondering why they're not here. It's normal.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
then they get
saying
mad
the
at us.
reason. Well, literally, I don't get pro wrestlers, man. Biggest babies.
Yes, They definitely can be, bro. All right, man. We got 2 new Hall of Fame inductees.
Hey,
Thunderbolt Patterson has been announced as the next inductee for the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame, as well as Muhammad Ali has also been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, man. So, congratulations to both of those two. And it looks like Muhammad's wife will be inducting him into the WWE Hall of Fame. As for Thunderbolt Patterson, not too sure yet. But congratulations to those two. Well deserved, and I'm glad they're going to be finally getting in the Hall of Fame, man.
definitely, man. Good for them. Ali, I always assumed he was. I never knew he actually wasn't. So that's good for him. Thunderbolt. I never heard of him. Like Logan's just saying now until a couple days ago. Apparently, I heard people on Twitter saying he like did a lot for like the workers backstage. So that's good. You know, Hulk Hogan probably opposed him a lot in a lot of those things he tried to do. Mr. Hulk Hogan snitch, but good for them, man. Good to see it.
Definitely. Wait, Thunderbolt Patterson
Yeah,
was the guy who.
was like helping a lot backstage for like them, people getting paid a good amount and whatnot.
Of course, it was Hogan that snitched.
I
Hulkamania,
mean, you
dude.
know the story. Hogan snitching on the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
yeah, snitching on the fucking whatever the fuck it was called, the
Yeah.
union. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I
I
don't know.
didn't. Wasn't sure
I
if
have
he.
no clue if he was involved with that, but I know they said he was like doing stuff like that.
He was. So you're saying he was for it?
Uh, I have no clue if he was for that, but
Oh.
he did shit like that.
Mm, gotcha.
So that's good to see.
Definitely. Definitely. I thought Muhammad Ali was already was in already as well. I absolutely
I really
thought he
did.
would have been. Um,
I had
But yeah, man. So those are 2 new inductees for the WWE Hall of Fame. As for the 2 other rumored members to join the WWE Hall of Fame, um, Bray Wyatt, the legend, man. So in a newsletter published by Dave Meltzer. Come on, Dave. I'm praying, man. Don't make an ass out of yourself again. He addressed the list circulation, stating, "There was a list circulated on the internet listing all of those names, plus Bray Wyatt. WWE sources confirmed all the names on the list prior to the announcement of Patterson, including Maivia, who has not been announced yet. They did not confirm Wyatt." Is he fucking reporting off a list that was going around on the internet? Oh, Dave.
wrestling journalism.
So, yeah,
Wrestling. I think I saw that list. It was a list that someone made a while ago, and so far a lot of it
no.
has been coming true. But like, that's all it is a list that someone made that they said, they know who's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and just a lot of the names have been on that list that are in the Hall of Fame. It's all it is. I know what they're talking about on Twitter. I saw that list because Wyatt was on there, Lee was on there. All the people that have been announced so far was on there.
Paul Heyman was on there?
Yes,
Oh,
Paul
wow.
Heyman was on there, and Wyatt's name was on there, and it's next Wyatt's name it said headliner. Um, don't know. Again, I have no fucking clue if that's true. I wouldn't report that it's fucking it's a thing, but I did remember seeing that, man. It probably was him before they canned him.
Man, that's if Wyatt's the headliner, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I definitely expected Paul Heyman to headline. So, huh? Oh well, Yeah, I don't. It's like if that's the case, Bell. So Bell says that Sapp said the claims made by Booker weren't true, and Booker was being Booker, and it made NXT talent frustrated with Booker because Punk has been great to them. It's like, dude, you know the kind of negative press around CM Punk's name. Why would like if that wasn't true? Why the fuck would you? Why would you do like I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. But I'm going to be honest, guys. Going back to this Hall of Fame stuff. Um maybe, just maybe, for a small bit of selfish reasons, I would really like Wyatt to go in next year, not only so he can headline, but so I could get the merch for his Hall of Fame induction. But anyway, um Paul Heyman needs to headline, I feel. I don't like um I I feel like it would be a disservice to Heyman. Um
Mhm.
I feel like it would be a disservice to Heyman because we're in Philadelphia. This almost just seems like just an amazing night for Paul Heyman. You know, the home of ECW, you know, WrestleMania 40. And as for Bray, I would like Bray to go in next year so he can headline. Another thing, I really think that I really think that uh what the hell was I saying? I really feel uh maybe the original plan for Minnesota was for Brock to go in, but now that obviously they don't have that, I think it absolutely needs to be Wyatt.
I definitely see it, man. I think that's what I could see. Maybe maybe that list was true, and they're changing it all up because of what happened, what got revealed, and they're gonna save Wyatt for next year. Either way, um, I just hope Wyatt can headline whichever one he is in, and I think next year would definitely be the better year to do it.
Definitely. Definitely. I agree. And we will be there. So we will be able to get some of that Bray Wyatt Hall of Fame merch. So sign me the fuck up, man. I am all down. I am all down for that, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, another list of or another list or another name being rumored for the Hall of Fame list this year. Reports from Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful. Definitely. I definitely agree. It's Philadelphia, you know, it's a Paul Heyman night, man. It's a Paul
Yeah,
Heyman night for the Hall of Fame. It definitely is. So,
definitely.
The Rock has a lot of pull as a member of TKO's board of directors. That is a shoot, and that so is the idea that he may place someone very close to him in the Hall of Fame this year. It was previously noted The Rock has a say in picking the WWE Hall of Fame in picking people for the WWE Hall of Fame this year. He apparently pulled for one name in a big way, and we dude, I cannot read for fucking shit. He apparently pulled for one name in a big way, and now we know who it is. His own grandmother.
All right.
Reports from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select suggests Leah Maivia as a potential inductee into this year's class. While not confirmed, the speculation aligns with previous reports indicating The Rock's involvement in selecting this year's inductees. Maivia's legacy is noteworthy. She had a big hand in pro wrestling history as a promoter. She took over Polynesian Pro Wrestling in 1982 following the passing of her husband, High Chief Peter Maivia. As one of the first female wrestling promoters, Maivia led PPW to its best year in 1985, drawing a crowd of 20,000 fans. She sadly passed away in 2008, but she remained a part of the pro wrestling world until her death. WWE has already started the process of unveiling names for the upcoming Hall of Fame ceremony, most notably with Paul Heyman taking the spotlight as the first announcement under the Triple H era. And then it just goes on to go with the rest, or list the rest of the people that have already been announced. This is okay. This is okay. I just hope we don't get some sort of yearly Rock family inductee.
member ad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I really could see. I mean, it is The Rock at the end of the day. This one, I'm looking at their history, makes sense, man, but if he does this constantly, it'll get ridiculous at some point.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So with this, I guess, hopefully can indicate, which they already done a good job at showing us, but like putting people in the Hall of Fame that weren't necessarily in WWE. I would really like to see that, and I would really like for that to be a normal thing. I would really like for that to be a normal thing as we see more people that didn't really have much to do with WWE in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, I hope we don't get like a yearly Rock family member edition, but it is what it is, and I see I could see why he wants to do this with her being one of the first female promoters in wrestling and stuff like that. So I could see it. I just hope it's not a yearly thing. But it also goes to shut down reports that The Rock doesn't have any say in the Hall of Fame, because I've seen that being thrown around a lot, and clearly he does. Clearly he has say. I don't know where that would come from anyway. He's above Triple H. So anything Triple H can do, The Rock can fucking do that as well. So that's his spot on the board. So that's a guarantee.
People realize he's technically not in WWE, right? He's in TKO, the company above that owns WWE.
Yeah.
So he's got the power, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man, for sure. So those are the Bray Wyatt and Leah Maivia, or I think it's Leah Maivia. So yeah, those are the two rumored names for the two more rumored names for this year's Hall of Fame, man. So WrestleMania. Speaking of WrestleMania 41, man, I said that I would love for Wyatt to go in next year, A, so he can headline, and B, so I can get me some of that Bray Wyatt Hall of Fame merch. But the Star Tribune confirms that the city of Minneapolis in Minnesota, no shit, submitted its bid to bring WrestleMania 41 to US Bank Stadium. The city is a finalist in this auction. The stadium capacity holds up to 73,000 people. Well, I need 4 fucking seats, Paul. I need 4 of them. Hand them over, because we're coming, man. All right? We're going to be there, man. Dude, I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited, man. Yeah, I'm pumped, bro. Me and Sir K got a rule: no live shows in 2024 until WrestleMania. Yeah, congrats, Logan.
Man.
You get to hang out with us
We
again.
get
That's what.
exactly. We getting that shit. The only thing I think could fuck up the bid would obviously shocker be The Rock. Wanting Vegas more
Yeah.
than Minnesota next year. I could see that as a possibility. I definitely could. But I think we're getting Mania at this point, dude. I hope so. I think so. And I can't wait, man. This shit's gonna be insane.
No, it really is. It really is, man. I'm very pumped for WrestleMania 41, man. I'm very pumped. Yeah, like I apparently I found this out the other day. WrestleMania what one was that? 33 was supposed to be in Minnesota.
Really? That's
Yes.
wild.
Yes, it was supposed to be in Minnesota, but the owner of the Vikings, I guess, like spoiled it that they were gonna get Mania, and I guess it pissed Vince off, so he went to what's his face? Orlando. He went to
Hmm.
Orlando, which
Wow.
obviously I'm not gonna lie, bro. Orlando, I'm glad they went to Orlando because that was one of the greatest stages ever.
Oh, that was easily the best stage, I think, in my opinion, they ever did for Mania.
They have been see I could see them going to Vegas one of these years because of the whole UFC involvement, whether that's for 41 or not. Like I said, if people in the company really want, like, to the point where like they, don't really care, uh they just want to be in Vegas, um they could do that, but I don't really see why they would snub Minnesota like that. They got a beautiful stadium. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah, there's gonna be 72,996 seats available for WrestleMania 41, man. So that's what the stadium holds, man. 72,996. Because we got fucking 4 of them. Okay?
Exactly. About to go brazy, man. It is.
Start cleaning my hotel room now. All right? Start cleaning that motherfucker up. All right? Make sure that Wi Fi is nice for the Notorious Heels podcast. 2-night WrestleMania review live from whatever fucking hotel we're in. Start cleaning it up now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So to the rest of you people, man, you guys got 72,996 seats to choose from, because you ain't taking ours, motherfucker. We're going to be there.
Exactly.
Man, I'm so pumped for WrestleMania 41. And what Bell was really congratulating Logan for was to hang out with us again. Okay? That's what Bell
Yes.
was hanging out
Hell
for,
yeah.
man. And hey, bro, if any of you guys are planning on going to WrestleMania 41, man, just look for 2 tall motherfuckers, me and Logan. All right?
Mm,
Everybody knows how tall
mm,
I am.
uh,
That's all you
sure.
gotta. That's all you gotta look out for, man. I stick out like a giraffe. I'm so tall. So there you go, man. WrestleMania 41. Minnesota put in the bid, and like I said, man, 4 tickets coming our way, bro. Hand them over, Paul. Hand them over. Actually, Paul should reimburse me for that Survivor Series Superstore bullshit parking garage that I had to pay for 2 tickets for. So,
God damn.
anyways, yeah, man, Minnesota put in the bid for WrestleMania.
I'm telling you, Logan. Same.
You know
Must be
what,
the same
man?
time I remember it.
Listen, you keep it up with those hurtful comments, Logan. I'm kicking you out of chat. That's all. I'm putting your user
Oh, shoot.
in timeout, all right? No more wrench. All right? I'm very tall, ladies and gentlemen, please look for the guy that is at the astounding height of 5'9". Keep an eye out for me, man. Keep an eye out for me. So, no, but if you guys are there, obviously, I don't know why I'm saying this now. The show's in like a year, but whatever. You get the point. I'm
Can we get
excited.
this WrestleMania yet? Hell yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bell. You might be on a plane to Minnesota, bro. You might have to make something happen.
Maybe.
But anyways, bro, all jokes aside, man, obviously you guys know we've been pumped about WrestleMania in Minnesota for a while. I'm pumped. It's going to be my first WrestleMania. It's going to be Sir K's first WrestleMania. It's going to be Logan's first WrestleMania. Let's get it cracking, bro. It's going to be a fucking weekend.
Yep.
It's going to be a week to remember. So it's gonna. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited, bro. And yeah, so that is the news on. To be 100% honest. To be 100% honest, bro. Dude, the rumors I'm hearing is this is a done deal. The rumors I'm hearing this is a done deal. Minnesota, they're literally just waiting to announce it. But hey, Bell, if you think about it, bro, think about it, because you know. We'll show you around the states, because I need Logan to show me some good food. And I'm serious, we're all going to have a beef with Logan if Minnesota doesn't have good food. But I hear they do have good food, so I'm pretty excited about it. So we're going to have Logan show us around the city. But you definitely have got some people to hang out with. You know we got you. Because whenever we come out to the UK, we're looking at you. Because I don't know a fucking thing.
Anybody.
Yeah, I don't know shit. All right? I'm definitely not getting behind a wheel. But we already been through all this. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But excited nonetheless, man. Excited nonetheless. So, all right. I'm going to shout about WrestleMania 41 because I'm getting excited, man. I'm getting excited. But speaking about more shows coming up, Logan Paul has announced on Impulsive that SummerSlam will take place from the Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio on Saturday, August 3rd. So from the looks of it, they're using the same sort of logo from last year, just with the Browns colors. I don't know. Maybe Logan can answer this question. I know you're a huge football guy. Why the hell do they call it the Cleveland Browns Stadium? Why don't they call it by the name of the stadium? Because I know the stadium has a name.
Yeah.
Why
That's
is
weird.
that? Why is that, Mr. Logan? Listen, Logan, you got to do
the football team does own it.
Maybe you got to do your research for this Minneapolis food, bro. All right, you're from the
You do,
area.
man.
What's good over there, man? Barbecue, fucking something.
Something's got to be good.
Something has to. I hear it's good, but obviously just giving you a hard time, even though I am going to hold you to it. I'm going to do my research too, though. But anyways, that's a topic for next year. But yeah, man. So yeah, Logan Paul says on Impulsive that SummerSlam will be taking place in Cleveland, Ohio, Saturday, August 3rd. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a pretty big SummerSlam. I'm glad they're bringing it back to stadiums. I'm glad they're bringing I should rephrase that. I'm glad they're bringing it back to an outdoor stadium because SummerSlam last year, just the Ford Field just wasn't really a vibe, to be honest. It really wasn't.
No, it really wasn't. I don't think it fits SummerSlam, man. No, it really didn't.
Anything indoor for me just doesn't fit SummerSlam. Like that one in Nashville. That one in Nashville, man. Dude, just like seeing SummerSlam happen in like an outdoor, like in the daytime. Like, dude, it's just a beautiful look, bro. It's a beautiful look. And this year, I think WWE can sell a lot of it out. I think they can. So, First Energy isn't the name of the stadium anymore. They haven't gotten a new sponsor. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. So the reason they call it the Cleveland Browns Stadium is because it's not the First Energy Stadium anymore. And they haven't gotten a new sponsor for the name yet. So there you have it. Cleveland Browns Stadium it is. So yeah, man. Yes, so SummerSlam will be going there. So if anybody is in Cleveland or around Cleveland, maybe this is the show for you to go to, man. SummerSlam. So there you guys go.
Hell yeah. I like the sound of it. I like the look of it, man.
Trips. How many more fucking SummerSlams are we gonna pass before you give an outdoor SummerSlam in Soldier Field? Come on, bro. You're doing football stadiums nowadays for SummerSlam. Dog, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do SummerSlam. Watch, they'll do it in 2025 after we spend a fucking bag on WrestleMania. Obviously, we're not going to fucking SummerSlam at that point. But
Oh, fuck no.
yeah, could you please save it till 2026, please? That's all I ask. Just don't do it next year. And I have a feeling he'll do it next year. Of
I could
course.
totally see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I would
year.
be shocked.
Yep, the year we won't be attending the event, they'll hold it there. But I mean, at that point, you know, I mean, we will have gotten the Mania experience. So I mean, I don't really care. You can have your Soldier Field experience, but I mean, come on, any other year, bro, any other year. Nah, man, but this is good. This is good. Again, like I said, I'm gonna tell them to put the bid in for 2026. I'm gonna
Exactly.
email
You gotta
them
wait
right
a
now.
year.
Yes, please make me wait a year to recover from that, whatever that Mania monstrosity is gonna be, because I already know it's gonna be fucking something. However, so yes, this is Cleveland, Ohio, man, getting SummerSlam. So congrats to all you Clevelanders that have been waiting for a big show, man. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, going back to WrestleMania plans. WWE, this is according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE is planning to push Cody Rhodes as a Philadelphia-style Rocky underdog for WrestleMania 40. There is a script for a Reigns versus Rhodes promotional video to build up WrestleMania 40, which tied Rhodes into Philadelphia, with the concept being here in Philadelphia. We know the American Dream and we know the American Nightmare. We know good times and hard times, and that, for being an underdog, isn't something to be feared. It's something to be embraced. One person got a script for a VO and noted that Rhodes is going to be pushed as a Philadelphia-style Rocky underdog. Yeah, he does look like an underdog when The Rock is fucking making videos completely embarrassing this man every week, and all Cody has to say about it is a slap, and how Rock is I don't know, what are bunch of lame insults is what I'm getting at. Oh, bro, that fucking video, dude, today with The Rock, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I LOL'd so hard. Bro, when he played the fucking clip of Cody crying and he comes back and it's just him saying, "Are you fucking serious?" Bro.
Oh, dude. That shit killed me, dog.
That shit caught me so off guard. I started just dying laughing, bro. When this man said, "Are you fucking crying?" Bro. Oh. Yeah, they gotta stop, man. They gotta have, and Cody's good on the stick too. Have him fucking go back at this motherfucker. Have him start fucking treating his stupid ass. Like, I mentioned it a couple weeks ago on Unscripted. And it hasn't really changed much, but the dialogue between these guys are the Rock is out there cooking. Okay? The Rock is out there cooking. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins' lack of dialogue back is just not it, man. It's not it. And I was mentioning I was mentioning this to Sir K and Logan in private yesterday night, but it brings me back to the Art of Wrestling podcast where CM Punk was telling Colt Cabana how, like, when people are working with The Rock's team, they sit down at a big table and The Rock, he said, Punk was mentioning how it's easy to feel intimidated because you're sitting with his whole team and they're talking about things and insults that we can say back and forth to each other. And he mentioned how, like, some guys are scared to say anything back and to give legit insults back, but Punk was saying how he didn't hold back at all and how The Rock kind of respected him for that, and how he kind of respected how Punk was actually going back and saying, well, if you're going to say this and say this about me, well, I'm going to say this about you. What is happening here? Are these guys scared to give insults back? Are they not allowed? Are like Logan, I don't mean to steal your take, so I'm going to give you your props, but like Logan mentioned this yesterday, why aren't Cody and Seth making these videos back where they can curse and fucking snap back at him? It doesn't make any sense, man, and the lack of dialogue and the lack of insults is fucking lame on Cody and Seth's part, man. It really is.
Literally, dude, that's what's making it so lame. The Rock's going out there every week, making videos about this and that, and none of these guys are saying nothing. Like, clap back. I don't get. There has to be a reason why not, because I don't understand.
Yeah, and Cody Rhodes should absolutely look like an underdog because he's been a fucking punching bag this whole Mania season. He's trying to act like a class act, and The Rock's absolutely fucking tearing his life to shreds. Like, dude, don't be a fucking pussy baby face.
I know you're fucking, you're a dog. I've watched you back in New Japan. I
Yes.
know how you used to fucking go. Bring that side out of you back. I know it's still in there. I know it's clawing to get out. Just do it, bro. Just do it. People will love you for it.
All they gotta say back is diarrhea Dwayne and midlife crisis and what the fuck? Are we serious with this dialogue right now? We realize there's four men in that ring that are absolutely fantastic on the mic, yet one man gets to shine. And it's Rock. Of all people. Of all people, it's Rock. I mean, come on, dude. What is this lame? Like I mentioned it in Unscripted. Like I said a couple weeks ago, man. The fucking dialogue here is just fucking lame, man. It's really lame. So I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. But I don't know. They gotta do something about just the level of dialogue and that we're getting here, man. Everybody's got to be involved here, man. It can't just be The Rock. Cody's got to go back. Seth's got to go back. Roman's got to get in there a little bit. I mean, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know. But there it is, bro. Cody Rhodes being an underdog, going into Mania season, and yes, that is exactly what he is, quite literally. And he doesn't really look like a cool underdog either. He looks like the underdog that looks like an absolute fucking idiot.
Oh, he looks like a complete dork.
Jumping over to Julia here. jumping over to Julia here. And here's the thing, too. Like what I mentioned with CM Punk, when, CM Punk was saying what he needed to say about The Rock, bro, this man, CM Punk, was absolutely cooking this man. It's
Exactly.
like it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. The Rock is corny. Talk about how corny he is. Talk about how all he is a catchphrase. Talk about how all he fucking cares about is the spotlight. Talk about how Hollywood dumped him. Talk about fucking Black Adam bombing. Talk about so much. Talk about how he only comes back for himself. When everybody else abandons him, he comes back here to fucking try to take this over. Talk about how his football failed. Right there in 30 seconds, I just listed off fucking content upon content of insults for Dwayne Johnson. I mean, come on. Doesn't make sense, dude. Doesn't make fucking sense, man. It really doesn't. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
No, I really don't.
Oh, bro. Oh, God. I feel like that's coming. I feel like
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
talking about his I feel like Rock talking about Brandy is coming very, very soon. And Brandy will definitely go on one of her Twitter rants. I can absolutely see it now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, man. So, yeah, that is that's that. It's not hard. It's not hard to clap back, bro. It's really not. It'll do a hell of a lot more than whatever they have fucking going for them now. So, the Wrestling Observer reports that Julia will be joining Rossi Agawa's new promotion, and then joining WWE a few months after that. So, I don't know who Rossi Agawa is, but it looks like she could just be going there to maybe help out a friend. And then once she gets done fulfilling her obligations there, looks like she's going to WWE. And I'm so fucking glad WWE is getting somebody to keep Tony Khan from his fucking New Japan DLC pack.
Thank God, man. I'm so glad. She's eventually, after this little, favor, I'm guessing for somebody on WWE, man. You'll love to see it. And I really can't wait to see what they do with her, man.
Definitely. I think that I think she's going to be in line for big things. She's got one of the best women's rosters in the world in WWE. The list of names on there is insane. Not that AEW would have been a bad option in terms of the division, because their division, again, just like WWE, one of the absolute best in the world. But the thing about AEW, she would have got lost in the shuffle. WWE is going to take time and actually push her when she's ready. So, yeah, instead of throwing her out there and then using her and then taking her off television, never to be seen or heard from again. So I think WWE is the right move in that regard, and she will look like more of a superstar in WWE, in my opinion.
Exactly. I think WWE will do the better job of making her look like a star.
Definitely, man. So we got news on WWE start times.
I see that. Okay.
Oh wow. Oh, so it looks like a max exodus from Stardom could be happening soon. But according to PW Insider Elite, WWE is currently exploring the possibility of moving domestic premium live events to the earlier start time of 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Central for us here in the Chicagoland area, reminiscent of a practice employed by the company in previous years. While discussions regarding the potential change are ongoing, no final decision has been made as of yet. WWE is treating this as an experimental process, carefully evaluating the feasibility and potential possibility for benefits of transitioning to the earlier start time for its premium live events. I'm gonna be honest, bro. WWE is not the company that has this problem because, sure, WWE shows start at 7 o'clock. WWE's pay-per-views only go for like 3.5 hours.
Exactly.
AEW, I mean, this is okay, but AEW's the company that needs their pay-per-views to start at 6 o'clock because then they'll only go until 11 o'clock, and that's still long, but it's better than your pay-per-view starting from 11 to fucking damn near midnight.
Yeah, exactly. They start at the same time at this point, and one ends an hour later than the other one, man.
Yep.
So this is good. I love that. I love when the shows start at 6. I think it's great.
Mhm.
But like this WWE wasn't necessary for them as much for AEW.
Definitely, man. So yeah, that yeah, I mean it is good. It is good, but again, that way your WWE pay-per-views will end at 9:30. If they do go 4 hours, 10 o'clock, which is good. But WWE is not the company that, in my opinion, that needs to experiment with that kind of thing because AEW is just fucking horrible for, they are just god awful for their pay-per-views starting late and fucking ending later. It's seriously one big problem in the company, in my honest opinion.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah, man. So we got an injury update on Adam Cole. Jumping over to AEW here as we wind down here, man. During Fightful's latest Q&A session, Sean Ross Sapp provided insight into Adam Cole's recovery status. Sapp disclosed that Adam Cole has finally shed the boot he was wearing for his ankle. I heard he was out of the boot and there were concerns that whether or not it would stop swelling, but that was over a month ago. So he's out of the boot, man. I'm assuming the swelling is starting to stop and his ankle is starting to get back to normal. I just can't believe jumping off a ramp made his ankle explode like that. That is just insane to me. It really the definition of a freak fucking accident, man.
Definitely, man. It's horrible to see. Crazy ass accident. Something people do every day just get you hurt. That shit's the worst, man. And I hope he can recover soon, man. I can't wait for him to come back.
Definitely. And for our final story for today. Oh, we got another leaked that's funny. We have another leaked WrestleMania card that already is false because it has Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth on here, even though Judgment Day are already confirmed for a fucking ladder match. So, what do you know, man?
Of course. Good old news sources just getting every time.
Yeah, seriously, Logan. That is the reason everybody thought that was a work, bro, because, God, what a freak accident, bro. Just jumping off a stage and his ankle completely fucking explodes. That's crazy to me,
wild.
Man. Couldn't happen at a worse time, too. So, breaking news. As of this morning, about 3 to 4 hours ago, Fightful reports that Josh Barnett's Bloodsport from GCW will have WWE talent in the tournament this year. And up until this point, it looks as if Shayna Baszler is the only one. Even though I believe Sir K said that she there will be more, that she isn't the only one.
Mhm.
But as of now, she's the only confirmed name as a part of this tournament, man. So she will be in GCW representing WWE for the Bloodsport X event. This is awesome, bro. This is awesome. This is the shit WWE. This is the shit we love to see from WWE, man. This is the Triple H effect, working with other promotions, fucking sharing the wealth in the wrestling community, right? He's sending somebody to a different company. How awesome is that, bro? So Shayna Baszler getting the opportunity, man, and it looks like there's going to be more people to go over and do GCW work, man. So how fucking awesome is that? It's what we love to see. Triple H did this kind of thing with Evolve, and you love to see it, man. You love to see it. GCW is it's been popular. It's been more popular at times, but even at that, it still is one of the bigger independent promotions, and you love to see WWE working with people, man. It's so awesome to see. It really is.
Definitely, man. I love to see this, man. Um, them working with GCW, sending people over. There's gonna be more. It's awesome to see, man. It really is. It expands everyone's horizons, and it's just awesome to see, man. It's funny to see, AEW fans upset. They're gonna be hating GCW soon, even though how much they loved it for a while. They
Yeah.
sold out to the Fed. Oh, I see the tweets already, man. I can't wait. But I can already imagine them. But it's awesome to see, man. Triple H. We all said it was gonna happen eventually, and this is the start of it, man. And I can't wait to see how this evolves into more of working with them and more of working with other companies in the future, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It is pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see, man. It really is. But that really just goes to show, man, we're really in a new era in WWE, man, and it is something that Triple H is not playing around with, man, and you love to see him being involved with other promotions, man. It's an awesome thing to see.
Well,
Definitely, man. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been episode 205. Thank you guys so much for joining us, man. Logan, Bell, Christopher Eubanks, Durante, Gotti. Thank you guys so much for joining us, man. It's been a great episode, man. Thank you guys so very much. And it has been always, always, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
and Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Once again, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck with the
I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the bud lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your